So we have got to the last video about how to write down your essay, your argumentative essay, speaking about an ethical issue. So in this last video we are going to speak about how to write down the body paragraphs and the conclusion. Let's see step by step how I could help you. So remember, we have seen what is a paragraph and we have seen what is the thesis that you are defending. That should give a structure to your essay. The structure is something like a hamburger, like in the middle is the meat. At the beginning you started presenting your topic and then saying in your thesis statement what was the main point that you are going to develop. And that is the core. You have to develop the main point that you are defending, that you are presenting. That should be the line of argumentation. In our case, is the abortion in our society as an analysis that we are presenting from a Kant's perspective and also other theoretical approach, ethical theories approach. So that is your line of argumentation, and through the paragraphs of your body, that should be always the line that you should follow, and your reader needs to know what is the line. So the line of argumentation that you are following your thesis statement should go through every single paragraph. You should start the paragraph with a sentence that connects with the paragraph before, and then you should present with evidence, with examples, with reasons, whatever is the topic of your paragraph, with topic sentences and evidence presented in those sentences that connect with the next one. So that each paragraph should have this structure. Something connecting with the paragraph before, then the core of your paragraph, and then something connecting with the paragraph that is coming next. It's really important to use the right language in English to connect a sentence with the next, or to connect a paragraph with the next. You here have many words that you could use. Some of them are pointing just to give more emphasis to your ideas. Others are to contrast one idea with the next. Nevertheless, on the other hand, and so on. But there are plenty of words in which you could add new information or you could provide order. These words are really important to connect every sentence with the next and every paragraph with the next. So every paragraph in your body paragraphs should have something that is really a specific concrete statement, pointing to the main point that single paragraph is doing. Let's say that your essay starts with a first paragraph defining what is abortion, a second one presenting how abortion should be addressed according to Kant's theory, and so on. So each paragraph, in each one of those topics, you should specifically state, you should specifically affirm what is the main idea that you are defending. That is the core of each body paragraph in your essay. But each idea that is the core of each paragraph should be connected with the paragraph before and with the paragraph that is coming later. Because if not, the line of argumentation that you were saying that you were going to follow at the beginning is not really addressing. Our plan is here on the right. You're going to write down 5 body paragraphs. The first one is defining exactly what we are going to understand as abortion. What does that mean? And then the second paragraph is going to speak about Kant's theory. The third one in our body paragraphs is going to be about the perspective of Adam Smith. And then we are addressing the Catholic perspective, and the final 5th body paragraph is going to be about my own morality, what is my point of view. So if we take the first paragraph that you have here, defining abortion, the first sentence is like somehow an introduction. The second one is defining exactly what we are going to define, what we are going to understand as abortion. And it's important to use here synonyms like voluntary interruption of pregnancy. Then the third sentence is speaking about the legality, the status of abortion in Spain. And the next and last one of this paragraph is connecting what the Kant's theory that we are going to clarify in the next one. So So the main idea is that there is always a line, a plan that you are following. And in that plan, it's really clear that you are defining and explaining your thesis statement that was presented in the first paragraph of your essay. So, after writing down your 5 paragraphs, you need to conclude. That is the last paragraph of your essay. That is the last main point that you are going to do. And in the last sentence, you need to, in the last paragraph, sorry, you need to address at least 3 things. You need to review and somehow rephrase with new vocabulary the ideas that you presented. And then you should end generalizing about the points that you were making and where to from we are going after your analysis. That is the conclusion. The conclusion paragraph somehow ends your argumentation, the line of argumentation, and because we are in ethical and argumentative essay, you are opening again the main issue that you are addressing. Maybe you could finish saying, okay, and what do you think, my reader, about abortion? So opening and generating somehow some debate, because in ethics everything's open. So writing an essay is like doing many things at the same time. You need to keep the focus of your ideas down to your thesis statement, and you need to provide arguments, reasons, and always those arguments and reasons should be always in line, presenting your point, making really clear what you are analyzing, what was the task that your teacher asked you to do. It's not easy and requires plenty of edition, writing and writing again, but it's a piece of cake with my help. Hope this was helpful.